Hey guys, thank you very, very, very much for coming to last week's meeting at the Watershed. It was invaluable and it helped us reach a very, very clear direction of what we are going to do moving forward. So, AIA is no longer a digital marketplace. It was far too complicated. It's going to take us too long to get the site up and running. And what we ultimately need to be focusing on is building a brand. So, we are going to host a digital pop-up store. Thank you very much to Francie for the suggestion. And it will be a seasonal digital pop-up store. Now, seasonal does not mean that we're working on South African seasons as in autumn, winter, summer season, because actually our target market is abroad, so this makes absolutely no sense. Seasonal merely refers to the fact that we will work on a 3-month sales cycle, okay? You need to put forward 6 products, 6 premium products within your existing range, and these will serve as the stock that lives under your personal profile for the first 3-month sales cycle. Okay, when those 3 months are up, we're going to come back to you and we're going to say, okay guys, we need a new 6 products to put up on site. And as part of the agreement of coming onto the AIA side, you agree that you will vary your stock at these intervals. And I know it's going to be hard to perhaps vary all 6 items. And in this case, if something is selling really well and you don't see the need to take that one item down, that is okay. But what we need to see is an overall variation in the range that is put up there at a 3-month interval. Okay. We have, over the past week, developed a relationship with a courier partner, and the courier partner has said to us that they can develop a custom solution for AIA. It is standard practice that every artisan has to open their own account with Dawnwing. The courier partner has said that AIA can have their account with Dawnwing and that we will collect from your place of work when a sale comes through our site. So in other words, you guys do not need to open individual accounts. AIA will open the account and AIA will pay for all of the shipments from AIA's credit with our courier company. So that's really, really, really good news, and it's great progress for AIA. Okay, cool. So you need to put forward 6 items. These 6 items need to be your most premium items, and we need to have this content by next week, Monday. Okay, so the next big question that comes up is, what is the site going to look like? Well, it's going to have 2 sections. There's going to be a shop now section, which is where customers can shop products that are in stock. It is those 6 items that you have put up, they are in stock. Then on the other side of the site, we're going to have a wholesale section. Okay, so now your 6 products or your personal showcase is ideally up there to drive people to your wholesale section, right? And that's why we're actually going to vary the 6 products at every 3-month interval, because it's going to help us to realize exactly what is selling to an international market and what is not. Okay, so just always keep that in mind. These 6 products are a personal showcase that are going to ultimately drive people to your wholesale section, and your wholesale section will have details in place such as order lead time, as well as other details such as minimum and maximum order quantity. Now you need to think long and hard about the details that you provide us with on the wholesale section, because each of your production processes are very different, and your customers need to know very different things before committing to a wholesale order with you. Okay, in terms of stock management, so now we have the site that is instantaneous, they can purchase it right now, means that we need stock right now. Okay, so there are 2 ways that we can handle stock management. 1, you can give us stock on consignment, or 2, you can hold stock in your studio. Okay, if you choose to hold stock in your studio and not give us stock on consignment, you need to make sure that for the 6 products you have put forward, you always have 3 items in stock at every point in time. Now that's 3 items in stock for each of the 6 products. Okay, so if it's 3 skirts, 3 tops, for the 3 skirts you need to have 3 items in stock, and for the 6 tops you need to have 3 items in stock. Okay, so we will program our back end accordingly, sitting at 3. We will also have a template that you need to populate in case you're selling at a market and something goes wrong, whereby those 3 move like this. We need to know that that is the case, so that we do not sell these products, that we do not sell to a customer stock that we do not have, because ultimately your brand goes down and our brand goes down too. Okay, so the best thing that we can do for now is that we can build a stock management system. It's a little template that has your name. It will have all of your SKUs below it, as well as the variations of your SKUs. So red, black, small, medium, large. And you will need to keep us updated on the stock on a real-time basis, okay? bear in mind that that's going to be okay for now, because as an e-commerce startup, you're not going to be moving mass amounts of stock at the start. I mean, we hope we do, but realistically, that's not going to be the case. So we can grow our stock management procedures as we go. That is if you don't want to hold consignment, us to hold consignment from the start. Okay, so what we need from you in order to get you on board the site are, of course, your images, your pricing, your tags, and your description. We have a lot of the stuff from the first variation of the site, but I know that some things have changed since February. So please either update your existing Dropbox to reflect the exact 6 items that you're pushing forward for this new range, or send us a new Dropbox so that there's absolutely no confusion. If you can't decide on 6 and you're really, really, really battling, send 10 through and we will pick 6 from this 10. Okay, so don't stress too much. The reason that we're going to vary these things, once again, is so that you can learn what works and we can ultimately learn like what customers want. Okay, and ultimately we were going to be moving to having more of a consistent range on site, whereby you will vary things more by color or more by, basic variations. But for now, trial your range at 3-month intervals, trial your whole range, and we can actually begin to see what is working before we move to developing like a custom range for AIA, or where we will actually buy stock from you. So yeah, that's all from me. You will see attached to this email that there's a PDF that actually dictates exactly what it is that you need if this wasn't clear enough. And also I'll hand over to Fred to tell you some of the good news from the past week. And then we will see you again soon for a personal meetup. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Hello everybody. Thank you once again for meeting with Kaylee and myself last week at the Workshop 17. It was a real honor and a pleasure to meet everybody, and I was super excited afterwards, super energized, just got a real sense of the from humble beginnings, the size and scale and scope of what we can achieve if we put our minds together. Just a quick update from my side. I know Kaylee was giving a bit of detail in terms of the tasks at hand. I just wanted to give a quick update on some of the stuff that I spoke about last week, in that I've done quite a bit more research just in terms of the CMS systems. Again, we've kind of boiled it down to Shopify and Squarespace. And between those two, I'm just doing a last little bit of due diligence. And Kaylee and I are going to give you a little bit of an update on that next week. Then the second thing, I guess, is that I had a good chat, a really strong chat with the guys at DTP Laser. Met some senior management there, and they're just really excited about our project, really keen to get involved and get their hands dirty. And also, I think the key exciting thing about that is that they're also keen to help us in terms of customizing the service that they provide for us. And in my mind, that's a big win for us. I'll give you some more updates as we go along with that. But first and foremost, I think it's just important that we get the site live as soon as possible. Obviously, we're getting content from you guys. If you can just try and ensure that the content images that you provide are as final as you could possibly muster, because we are going to go live with them. But obviously, look, I mean, a site is an organic thing, so it's not too much of a stress if it's not absolutely ideal. You can always update them at a later stage. It's just that these images are going to convey your image and your brand, so try and get them to us as spiffy as you possibly can, as you can. And then I look forward to seeing everybody soon, I hope.